What's up, people? Rachit here, and today I'm going to talk about the biggest AI competition in India by Langflow. They have prices over worth 8 lakh rupees, and the participation is free of cost. But before we deep dive into the competition, let me talk you about the Langflow. Langflow is an open source platform which provides a low code, no code environment where they have variety of pre-built components that can be combined in numerous ways to create your own AI application or multi-agent or a RAG application or just to automate your AI pipelines. Once you have familiarity with the components and working of the Langflow, you can go and create your own custom components as well. They are Python native and they leverages all the powerful data manipulation and machine learning libraries out there. So now, without a further ado, let's deep dive into the competition. So the competition is not just for the developers or anyone who has expertise in AI, but it is for everyone who has interest in AI and they wants to get a hands-on experience in the. So this competition is the right place to get started with their AI journey. The motive of the competition is to promote talents and strengthen the Indian open source community. And the competition is held from 26 August to 30th of September. The competition is divided into four challenges, and the topics are prompt engineering, RAG, agents, integration with tools, and external APIs. And as we proceed with each challenge, the complexity will keep on increasing. And if you think you are a little late, then good news. You can still be a part of the challenge and you can register until 23rd of September. So let me show you how to register for the challenge. You just need to click on this register with GitHub button and it will take you to another page, which is the step 2 of the registration. You have to provide your GitHub email and you have to sign in using your GitHub account. And once you have signed in, it will redirect you to the Langflow GitHub repository. And you just have to start the repository to get registered to the challenge. It's that simple. Once you have started the repository, you will get an email confirmation and then you can go to the competition page and in this about Langflow, you can go and get joined to the Discord community. So you can see the Discord community. I have already joined over here, and you have to just click on this icon. So to get started in the AIDevs India competition, you can see about the API keys and any information about the competition in the announcements page, and in the and then we can see about the challenge one, which has already been completed and the challenge 2 is currently ongoing and you can get started with the challenge 2. Apart from that, if you go to the docs and click on the installation, you can see how you can install the Langflow. So to Langflow, you have to just copy this command, open your command prompt. If you paste it, so the process will take some time. I have already installed Langflow, so I think it will not take much time for me. But if you're installing for the first time, you have to wait for a few minutes. Once you have installed your Langflow, you can go and run the Langflow. So if I paste this command, it will start my Langflow in my local instance. And the URL for that environment is present in the documentation as well. And once you have instance running, you can see it will show it in your command prompt as well. So either you can redirect from here or you can just copy the link present in the documentation. So let me open it and come up here. So sometimes like it takes few minutes to get started. So if you are not able to view the UI, you have to just refresh it and you can see the UI. So here you can see we have a collections page and you can create your own projects over here. Right now I've imported the two pipelines for the competition. So this one was for challenge 1 and this one is for challenge 2. So let me walk you through with the challenge 1 pipeline. So the challenge 1 was to create a prompt engineering uh, and you have to create a prompt in order to get the TLDR, which is too long didn't read summary, and they had already provided the content. So they had a prompt engineering guide, and we had to create a prompt in order to get a TLDR summary of this document, and it should be as concise as possible, and it should be able to answer all the questions. So the questions were not provided to us, and it was in the evaluation side. So yeah, you can now go to your. Apart from it, you can download the JSON file. So this JSON file contains the pipeline, and once you have imported the JSON file, you can see this kind of pipeline in your UI. So as I've already told you, it's a low code, no code environment. So which is basically you have your various components in the left hand side, and you can just drag and drop that component and you can use it as per your requirement. So yeah, there are multiple components and you can go and create your own if you'd like to get a more deeper hands-on experience. But for now, I will just walk you through with the challenge 1. So first we were passing the prompt engineering guide file. Once we have passed it, we are converting that data into a JSON format. And then we had a prompt component where we were passing a prompt as per our requirement to get a TLDR summary. And then we were going to OpenAI component. We were asked to use GPT-4o mini model, and there were 4 API keys. So up to us to select whatever the API key we want to use. And right now I've used as a variable, uh, and you can do it by clicking on add on a variable. You can create a open AI API key, and let me name it 6. So generic means like your value would be visible, but if you click on credential, it will get masked straight away. And you can also apply to field as an optional parameter, and you can just select wherever you want this variable to be populated by default. So you can leave it as it is and you can just click on save variable. So now you can see I have my OpenAI 6 key as well present in my variables. Apart from it, there are multiple things you can play with the temperature and all those things. And then you can get a chat output in the playground. So we'll discuss what playground is. And the important factor or the component is this language evaluator. This is the validator which will determine your score, your username, and your email, so that we can differentiate among our submissions. And it will only take the latest submission for the evaluation. And evaluation will be held after the competition ends. So this is a basic flow, and you can see we have these dots. So once you have provided the path of the file in the file component. If I so once you have done this, you can see your data. So if you click over this, so this is my file which file path which is stored in my local, and this is the complete data of the file. So this is you can see, and then using these arrows you can just move your data. So like once my file component has read the data, I can in my parse data component I can directly create this flow so that it knows to pick up the data from my file component. So yeah, and now this is a text. So now my component or the data can be visible in this format. So I'm just parsing it and reading it and converting into the plain text. Then in my prompt, I can again use that previous parse text to provide in the context. So here context is just a variable. So you can see we have used curly braces and provided a text. So this is a kind of a variable thing. So whatever the data is here, it will come up in this input parameter, and you are saying whatever it is coming, it needs to be present inside this text thing. So once your data has been passed, it will be populated over here, and this text is now the output. And in my prompt, if I open my template, so again you can see I'm passing some dynamic value, which is the content. So whatever the text comes out from a parse data component, it will get populated in my contents page. So this is how the text is going to the content, and content is getting dynamically added to my template, which is my prompt. So for now I've used zero shot summary, but you can use multiple kind of prompting to get TLDR summary. So once I have provided the prompt, my prompt message will go to my OpenAI component. So whatever the inputs are needed for my OpenAI component is one like my prompt message. I can select the numerous models present, and I can select my OpenAI key. I can play with the temperature, and once I have done this, you can see my text again. So this is the output of my from my prompt. So whatever prompt I provided and whatever the data I passed on to the prompt. Once I'm running my OpenAI component, I can go and see the output of that prompt. And this chat output component is just to view the output of my OpenAI prompt response in my playground. So playground is this button. I will discuss it later. And then all these metrics are being passed on to my language evaluator to get them evaluated. So you can now just click on this play button. So to go and read the file. So you can see the build was successful and the component is running. And you can see the component has been successfully completed. So you can just click on individual components to get the data and see the flow. Or since it get complex day by day, if you are adding various components, what Langflow is giving is you the playground. So let me erase it first. So in your playground, if you click on this button, it will run your complete pipeline in the background. So let me cross it, and you can see the pipeline is running. Right now it is at OpenAI component. Now I got a chat output and my evaluator has been also been triggered. And now you can see the output of the prompt which I've used. And now you can go to your language evaluator. You uh, expand this and you can open your trace URL. So this is it will show you the latest URL. And so this is the language evaluator, and you can see your um, details about uh, like how the duration was, what is the user ID, SDK username, what was your input. So whatever the data or the file you passed on, you can see this in the input. And then you can see the context is nothing but your once you have converted that into uh, text format. So in my Langflow, you can see I was converting this into my past data. So that's uh, is the context, and then whatever the output um, I want. So I not I want what I got from my OpenAI. You can get the can see it here, and the evaluation will be happen once like your competition has been ended. But if you want to test your like whether you are improving or not, you can create your own evaluations. So you can go and explore the language UI. So once you have added your evaluations metrics, you can see all the analytics about your pipeline, how much the bouncing rate, what was the average session duration, about your LLM metrics, and many more. So that's it. That's how the challenge one was held. Um, a lot of people have used various prompting methods and like chain of thoughts. There are many more prompting ways, and you can go and try it out if you still want to know more about the prompt engineering challenge. That's it for today, and I will add the challenge links and the Langflow documentation links in the description below. So please do check it out, and please be a part of this challenge so that it's not just about the price, but it's about the learning, and you are getting a great platform to know more about like prompt engineering. And the new challenge is on the rack, so you can now get started with the racks and how you can build a pipeline for that. So yeah, thank you all. Have a great day.